Sa abuse ya Chairman Wontumi and then a legal team abuse court, it will set a bad precedent. Some lawyers in the future might capitalize on the court's generosity. You see, or no, a Chairman Wontumi no, on appear could be engaged maybe because appear could be Jimmy no. Now, last week, that is Akyea say, they say, the new lawyer, Emma Chairman Wontumi. Now, Sisiano, or no, Akyea court say, even though court, Akyea say, Uncle Jane Kratana, a proceeding documents, na on study. In fact, Nanka was a court, on the 17th of this month, and I just sent a year written submission, be a free a year the defense counsel. But because Chairman Wontumi Akyea court to say, or no, a Chairman Wontumi no, on appear could be engaged maybe because appear could be Jimmy no. The court actually said, say, even though an imbrem say, I was say appear could be back court, Akyea say on a Chairman Wontumi engaged because on the rented Chairman Wontumi and also or high or this is ordinance or render services Chairman Wontumi. Into see on the Chairman Wontumi engaged maybe ma. The court has nothing to do with it. But the court, out of respect for Appear Kubi, and also not to look like they are preventing Appear Kubi from explaining himself why he's not a counsel for Chairman Wontumi. The learned judge actually listened to Appear Kubi's vague statement in court. We are not the answer to us. Okay, the Chairman Wontumi akofa a lawyer for Atta Akyea. What she said, I want to ruling Moses say a year from the 17th we move the 23rd. A year Atta Akyea or the new lawyer for Chairman Wontumi on to making sure send a written statement or their back. Now remember, judge in that day or your ruling be. Now ruling is very important. The reason why the ruling is very important to Ochina Court or Moko and Chairman Wontumi judgment and say judge the ruling she was specific on some things. She was basically emphasizing on Nyamebia Antwi affected the 3rd of July, a year next month, a year ruling. And all that ruling is very important. I'll say, because I Sunday, Kevin, because something might happen in court. And when I say something might happen in court, and I say meaning BBC, but I'm trying to let you understand what Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers they are trying to do. I want you to understand what they are doing and why court is supposed to be very careful dealing with Chairman Wontumi and the lawyers, because the abuse of the court by Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers from day one, it has been there. But the court, for some reason, I'm Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyers too much room. And my fear is that at a point, abuse Chairman Wontumi and then the legal team abuse the court, it will set a bad precedent. Some lawyers in the future might capitalize on the court's generosity. You see, the court, Samreboi case, criminal case, I believe the court has been very generous. And when I say very generous, there are so many things that I can say court, in Isanka or more money secret during the trial. But for some reason, the judge on the case decided to give the accused all the opportunities to exhaust every opportunity. Send a beya. Obinko jina bebinka say na me call court and Chairman Wontumi the lawyers because say ye call court there were some things that were not in our favor and a court inti. I believe the court has been very generous, but the generosity in a court show Chairman Wontumi the lawyers they are abusing it. Now, Appear Kubi the status are abusing. They have abused the court for a long time. Now, there's one thing. Say, court, they decided, because they want to give Chairman Wontumi the opportunity to, at the end of the day, defend himself. Now, court, and she say, abusing the area too much, There are other legal brains. There are other people in court. There are other people who are also facing criminal trials. They are taking note of the court's generosity. When it comes to legal matters, there's nothing like generosity. The law is the law, basically. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The law is the law. That's why when people go to court, when lawyers go to court, they use acts. They basically base every statement they make on a precedent, on facts, because court is not a place to speculate. Now, the moment you give people the room to abuse the court, even you being generous, you are creating another avenue or window for somebody to also abuse the court. And sometimes in court, because judge on judge, because the reason is that the moment you try to be generous, not biased or trying to allow somebody to walk free, the moment you try to let people feel like they also have the right to express themselves, defend themselves, the more you become generous, the more you do what? The more you create room for the court to be abused in the future. And that is what I have seen over in fact, since Chairman Wontumi case in start here, the counsel and our lawyers of Chairman Wontumi from Appear Kubi, MP Atta Akyea, they have seen abusing the court, because the court allowed them to do that, Appear Kubi cry free, Chairman Wontumi Atta Akyea, and he also wants to do that. And that is dangerous for Ghana's court. It's dangerous for the judiciary. It is dangerous because other people are watching, other lawyers are watching. Now, there are two things we need to look out here. I'll see a judge no ruling before Atta Akyea was brought in as the lawyer. And secondly, how Chairman Wontumi, your static case way, criminal case way, na Apia could be a lawyer, no, how they have abused the court to this point. Now, recently, Atta Akyea ever grantee interview. Right now, Atta Akyea is the lawyer, Emma Chairman Wontumi. Team, stay with me. Sorry. Atta Akyea ever grantee interview, no. Atta Akyea said, Samreboi case, 6 weeks will be enough for me to prepare my written statement. As we sit here, Atta Akyea is going to go to court tomorrow and ask for 6 weeks. Almost 2 months. That is 6 weeks. 1 month, 2 weeks. Ninyana say, or see obeko court or chira no ako plead with the judge and say, man is 6 weeks. Now on fan study case from day 1. Court day 1, day 2, day 3. All the documents that were shared in court. Case management period. A year witness statement. Or say, judge na man is 6 weeks now on to me fan study nina reading nina. But remember, say a man is 6 weeks no already sign your way nina no EBBA. Written submission. After that, obey read actually, does it really matter here? Is it very important? Does it have any effect on the judgment? That is the question we need to ask. Say, am I touching 6 weeks? The question is, 6 weeks there, the man no. Oh yeah, what is the end game? The end game is obey written statement or written submission or written address, whatever. And that is his opinion. Now, at this point, does it really matter to the judgment? Does it really matter? Will it change anything? What did the judge now or case now about written addresses or submissions? Written addresses or submissions, does it really matter at this point? Now, before we continue with this 6 weeks, Chairman Wontumi lawyer Atta Akyea, the strategy they are playing to delay the case, not for the case to even be judged this year, let's step back a little bit. Now, I say case in the question BBC, and these are some of the abuses I'm about to show you. Make sure case in the question, senior Chairman Wontumi appear could be abusing court, for some reason, the court actually did what? The court allowed it to go on. And I'm not saying the court allowed it to go on in a bad way. The court basically felt Chairman Wontumi needed all the time to make his case. But court now allowed that, What Chairman Wontumi lawyer appear could be ABC Atta Akyea did, and they said they abused it. Making sure say, chance na court dia no, be say no, the be good court no hufi, the be say court no mumbu no. Now let's step back a little bit. This is a court proceedings. Now proceedings we know, and this is what happened in court. It happened around the 3rd of June, all the way 3rd June. Satana case no koso. Now you see this document, it's public document, and media a court. You can go to court tomorrow. They'll give you all the documents. We can also publish this tomorrow. This is not Kevin Taylor's document. And this is a document. Anybody can have access to a court document. Now, on the 3rd of June, I said, Miss your court. That is how Chairman Wontumi and then the lawyer appear could be abuse the court. And so Atta Akyea wants to do that from tomorrow. Now, that's 2 p.m. Date tonight, 3rd of June. And so, accused persons, A1 presents and present A3. Sorry, presents and represent A3. Now, the counsel, Dr. Justice Samreboi, or the Deputy Attorney General, basically, he was also the lawyer for Ghana. Let's make it simple. Now, so we study see a timer na case in the coso and see how appear could be what he did in court. Any judge be a only abutre, any court be they don't want to even listen to Chairman Wontumi and appear could be that time no and ka ushebupa nanke this case do this point. But all these things, Chairman Wontumi and the lawyers, they never spoke about it. All the things they did against the court, all the deliberate action they took, no one say it was going to delay the case. The judge still had that had to accommodate. Ya nyoma could do point to be a judge bia say be one person be Chairman Wontumi the team ding person or ya quick no or judge asam no anka say be obegina sa adwuma ne so nyina judge asam no but judge ni nya abotre o wiase nyina ama Chairman Wontumi Emma appear could be any Chairman Wontumi mo disrespected court no on several occasions. But the judge still believes say it was a Chairman Wontumi enya fair hearing. Fair trial is very important because he is just an accused or yet somebody who has done it so far as we speak. But so when you are go back into court proceedings, now share idea appear could be deliberately on your court. Na judge na cause the bufu. Now I say no. This is too much disrespect. Eya de nimtia doso. Just say we are lawyer paging awudi chema Wontumi enim but dia wo ye no. I say we need the ho na opese ubu court nimtia enimtia na udi di Ghana for the atem. But what happened was that judge did not do anything. And when I said did not do anything, the judge could have stopped the case there and said, hey, Muni Bibia, the way you are disrespecting the court, and I want to go ahead and write my judgment. But the court accommodated them. The judge sat and did not even react until at a point, Judge Rika said, no. The abuse is too much. You see, to the point, after Judge Rika said, this is becoming like a strategy of Apia Kubiniche Wontumi. And to the judge at a point, in court, the judge made it clear to them, said, no, the disrespect to the court, the disrespect to me, the disrespect to Obiano, deliberately a counsel and as a lawyer, deliberately changing things even in court. Case management, or to be back court, all of these things, Judge can say, what Shah would say, appear kubino, or a lawyer be I just say on canocre, I just say, oh, delay case, because the technical judge will be a bias. Now actually the cell, person jelly chema Wontumi, and case in Kendruha. But this judge feels to say, Chema Wontumi needs to be heard. Chema Wontumi to witnesses are supposed to come. Chema Wontumi, whatever is provided, we need to. But it got to a point you could see, say, Chema Wontumi appear kubi. They were deliberate in their actions. They wanted to abuse the court. Per se, almost say case, And I'm doing this and I say, that is the same 442 formation. And at the end, Atta Akyea free. They just want to delay the court. They don't want the judgment to happen. Into a chance also call court or compare 6 weeks. Of a study documents. Abra case niya kenwie. Now my mention you see a court and why Atta to me respectfully to the court, with all due respect to the judge, I believe Atta is not even supposed to be heard tomorrow. That is what I believe, myself and my team. I believe, say, the disrespect from Chairman Wontumi Council 1, Council 2, it is too much. And the same strategy, the same thing I did, and I believe, say, the court is not supposed to tolerate this. Now, you see, when you read on the 3rd June proceedings, you ask yourself, say, but why was the court allowing this? Now, Mami Ridi Adewencho, this is what happened in court on the 3rd of June. So on the 3rd, I almost have on the 5th. But the judge had to address Adibia, Apia Kubini Chema Wontumi, Ababi P. Atta Akyea is doing same. And that is the most dangerous part in this case. Now, let's take our time and go through what actually happened in court. And these are some of the things that Atta Akyea is asking for. And these are things that are documents that he can even go to Apia Kubi and demand. But because he wants to delay the court, he wants to abuse the court, that's why they are doing this. But sure, before Ochina Omako Court. Now, on the 5th of May, 2026, this is 5th May, near June crowd. Now, they see a court. The accused person filed 2 witness statements out of the 5 witnesses they listed. Now, on the 6th May, 2026, the accused person filed another witness statement, making 3 in number. They, however, informed the court of their intentions of filing 2 witness statements in addition. The court conducted CMC on the 3 witness statements and proceeded with the trial with the anticipation that the 2 witnesses, the other 2 witness statements will be filed by the accused person before the end of cross-examination of the other 3 witnesses. So, I'm file witness cases, witnesses say. Sanipa way and your call case management, your person omoba. So on the 6th, the accused person filed another witness statement. Remember, on the 5th, the accused person filed 2 witness statements. Now, out of the 5 witnesses they listed, inti now or say or nipa or witness statement 5 Sibu wa file. Now, what happened is on the 6th, even though on the 5th, okay, I say 5, on the 6th, a buy or say they can only file only 2. But during the CMC, that's the case management, they said they were going to file 5. I'm going to court on the 6th, almost they are going to use only 2. Now, means 3 now also file famba. That's fine. The court allowed them. And then you can see, it was a deliberate thing they were doing. Oh, you didn't 5 November. I'm going to be from our bad Kim. I become one was some near to Tomano, no my boy with a Wontumi. I feel could record to Penadani. Oh, you didn't pen a bande. abra bodin kan aye case management judge atia say oh nipa num na bia and ombeba nipa num na ya file ya be free we and or chane afre we no what they do they say omokoye sa meeting we no mudru court pe na apia could be we change bibia instead of 5 statements no but adani 2 and adani 3. And this is what transpired on the 5th on the 6th of May. Now don't worry, however, at the end of the cross-examination of the 3 witnesses, the accused person had not filed any additional witness statement. I'm going to go ahead still. And then they did what? They cross-examined the 3 witnesses from Chairman Wontumi. Now the funny thing is, time we cross-examining of the 3 witnesses, no, the accused, Apia Kubi, they had still not filed witness statements of the other witnesses. Now, the court cautioned the accused persons and gave them 7 days to file additional witness statements if they are so minded. Into my court bufuye, judge ni bufuye. And I can say Apia Kubi. Sanko fuya, I will say omo witnesses amache ma Wontumi. Me ame babe warn you say omo empe omo wasema omo mbra no me file omo statement because on paper the CMC case management you know actually say I was some be file near to be ko enimo case no into my judge bufu your court and I say the moye no nyanse bi enim ye ko ne ko case ni nyina ho adwuma behind the scenes say nipa dodo say na ebe kasa we na beto ye beduru pe na wo Apia Kubi ne Chairman Wontumi enkofo so be kasa no na sebio ye hu be bi omnam omo statement so omo famba into why how are we moving forward and all this you know the judge had the patience to listen. So at the point the judge said, no, I need to send a caution to Oma witnesses for Chairman Wontumi. This is what happened. On the 25th of May, so from the 6th, the 25th of May, something happened. On the 25th of May, 2026, the accused persons filed a 4th witness statement in the name of Honorable Kobna Ochredako Mensah. The court conducted CMC on this witness statement and proceeded and adopted the evidence in chief of the witness. Cross-examination commenced. The mouth of the witness was sealed and matter adjourned for continuation of cross-examination. Inti right now naka witnesses mienu Chairman Wontumi na Apia Kubi be file. So judge ni ma sa caution no. Mu say judge ni bu fuba no e no de ba ko ba so ye de ba ko aba. Na ba ko na ye Kobi Ochredako, the former Western Regional the minister. Akwana de nise petuo no. Jimi no numi no. So when the guy came to court no, they see and they say Apia Kubi mo making sure say won kasa. Cross examination you better to the witness no. Apia Kubi any Chairman Wontumi buy no. Almost so effort strategy be say witness no and say obi na no kasa almost silina no almost person obe answer to anything. And that day no ye ntumi ndi dwuma bia or court. And a court case you know something, let's adjourn ye two case ni sheda. They use another technicality to prevent the witness from speaking. Until when they were in court that day, Saturday ni so no awosanka Kobi Ochredako Attorney General in Samano no ono so to obudin yebusa na ono so person bekasa Emma waste time Emma Apia Kubi use delay tactics for court eka say because of something me client into me kasa because of Emma akwano sorry kofi ma yentumi antena case ni so Emma judge ni sa to case ni sheda because the time not time na court. And remember from the 5th of May judge need to make nya abotre for all these things. It's from the 5th of May to the 25th of May, no, and witnesses ni na anka cross-examine but Apia Kubi deliberately or making sure say court no schedule no or best schedule no because he wanted to delay the case. He never wanted the case to end. And these are some of the things they did in court and the ABPH attaching so pick it from here. So I had to say a baton. We echo kakra no da come away. Now we have delay. So it's a delay strategy. Now the same court, I'm sure their course is here. They see any before continuation of cross-examination, counsel for the accused, that is Apia Kubi, person informed the court that, let me take this, before continuation of cross-examination, counsel for the accused person informed the court they had filed a supplementary witness statement in respect of the same witness. In terms of court, I feel that Apia Kubi catch the court to say, Kobi Ochredako. Or the statement I had tuma yebebusebusa na no asem no Apia Kubi say was file another statement akasa statement no ho until say yebeje sa statement na tumu no sa Kobi Ochredako no ntumi nkasa. But remember answer na witness babet na adakem na ebusebusa na no nsem no ye frɛ bi CMC judge no on it 2 lawyers no ehia behind the scenes no mo nyina age questions ebebusa nipa no atum ye wi a na ye de ama court no eno na ye dru court ebedi hu nkomo. Now what Apia Kubi did and say statement na eye Kobiotchedako edin kan attended in say eno na eye the witness statement attorney general ebehwe so adoto na no ade chi bi no metena court a appear could be catch the court say ne witness no esa another statement bi a or person de saka the statement no meaning sa first statement na da ho no yentumi ndi ho adwuma yensan kɔ biem ne yenkoya another CMC case management behind the scenes. Now, first supplementary statement in some kind of the witness statement, meaning it's a clear strategy to delay the court. And all this while, na judge, won't show any anger. The judge was still accommodating Apia Kubi. Kobiotchedako first time, almost Selina no mama nankasa Apia Kubi make excuses. Ade chibero matnasia Apia Kubi catch the court say, oh, me witness no one send can you rempo finti esade beka ho. Na eno no because court engine to munti, they are not going to allow a cross examination. Omo pese court engine supplementary edien na asam ne saka ho ansa na yatoa so. Meaning the delay tactics is in force. They just don't want the case to move forward. Me show the delay on my bedroom na on my abuse court na and the court should not allow Akyea to even make a statement in court. The judge or the court should not even entertain Akyea because Adia Apia could be a year from day one basin. That is what Akyea is continuing. And it also pay 6 weeks, and when you give him 6 weeks, you ask for another 10 weeks. Now, Mamechiro abuses Nibi. Now, so when this happened, now the judge started getting frustrated. The judge started getting angry because it looks like say the taxpayers' money every single minute we are judge we are basically paying the judge. Every minute we are general court, we are basically paying them. So the judge is like, you know what, the taxpayer, we cannot waste their money like that. We need to basically move on, do the thing. I said the piano, Apia Kubicha Wontumi ba witness craba witness about na document ya printed document obi enu se we dey busa question or say witness so akai bibi inti esi no yentumi nkasa nde yemfa nkoka ho ansa na the witness na kasa. Now the judge, something happened. Now, notwithstanding his so this is what happened. Notwithstanding this irregularity, the courts obliged and conducted CMC on the supplementary witness statement and proceeded with the trial. Inti Apia could be by and so yes, that was statement be a Kobiotchedako asa account and agree into a account and I consider no problem. Some per se supplementary a the count court to because we cannot make this thing delay the case. You to be must have supplementary statement we end delay case. Into the judge was patient and the judge said, you know what, we whatever you want to do, we will accommodate you. So the judge accommodated the Apia Kubi guy again. And also, and the judge allowed that to happen. 3 times, these people have abused the court. The judge did not say anything. The judge wanted the case to flow. The judge did not want to be seen as biased. Judge Bia said, he or she would not even entertain this nonsense. He would just move or she would just move. But this judge took her time or his time to be taking all this nonsense from Apia Kubi. Now, I'm sure they see it. Now, the judge decided to speak. After all these things, now the judge decided to speak. Because now I feel it too much. Oh, is at some to me 1 week. Now we are spending 3 weeks or a month on it. Witness a bit to me across examining in a day. No, we are spending 2 weeks on one witness. So the judge started getting frustrated. Said, no, I didn't know. And I said, more abuse court. I say, much other person would say, delay Ghana. So the judge says something. I'll say, I have painstakingly gone through the trajectory and conduct of case management conference in this trial, mainly because my attention has been drawn to a witness statement filed on the 28th of May 2026 in the name of Honorable Evans Adai, who intends to give evidence for and on behalf of A1 and A3. Also, when you would say at Nasi, at Kenkai Case Management Conference, that is CMC, meeting on behind the scenes and Sani Abakota Bekasano, I will be adding document bachelor judge. So when you be someone no. Also, when you would say I study ako back ako check a case management conference or no accused any the prosecution or not say and when we say one witness a friend or Honorable Evans Adai or no na eba bema de evidence obema no emanade evidence aba be defend chairman Wontumi and the third witness no or say the name on this witness statement is not one of the names listed in the list of names of witness filed by the accused person. Judge says, but enda yeba court no. Yenim said there are 5 accused people. The 5 witnesses are omoba beden yeba be cross examine omo. In fact 3 ya cross examine omo wi aka 2. But osi yeba court no. Afemi hwen krate di ma papa your friend Evans Adai no. Ni dinim. He's one of the people so I also who accused a lawyer and I said who Apiakubi. You need to make sure he's available. Why say what sabete say a dipa we ba be kasa amache ba Wontumi. But you be do court in the no. Sa edinem what is going on? Judge say na Apiakubi di adwuma na wo ye ne sa no. Because nipa will say, Obeba betna say, me atoto na no, ama be protect a defend chairman Wontumi no. List ma hwebo nyina, menya botra ko CMC, that is the case management conference. Mako study names I will list the breye, say eno sa nkofo we na wo be frɛ omo, e de omo betna dakem, ema omo se be yatoto omo no a omo defend chairman Wontumi. But me do court ya no, sa brantie ni di nim, di enti na wo ye sa. The judge started getting furious. Because now it say Apiakubi any chairman Wontumi no omo ya madwene say omo person abuse omo good court na nimfi omo pese case ni because omo dada court no